hand if you were able to make it to any of the reset nights this past week.
How many wished it was still going on? Right? That's how I feel too. It was an amazing time. I'm glad you guys were able to attend, and I saw most of you that were there at the last night. Just kind of two amazing things. I mean, you guys were up there in the front. You guys were worshiping. You guys were, some of you getting baptized. Some of you just rededicating your life to Jesus, whatever it may be. And God was truly moving. And I don't want that to end. I don't want that to just be, all right, it's a fluke thing. We're done. Reset. Cool. Awesome. Cool. And we're in a series called Restart, which is no coincidence of how it lined up with exactly Reset. We started a little bit before. So we're in week 3 of this series because of the break for Reset last week. And we're kind of talking about how like we go through things in our lives where we just need to hit the restart button. And God shows up in a way to give us this button to push. And to just reset and restart our lives. And it's something that happens often because we're human. It's something that it won't ever go away. It's hard to live that perfect life because only Jesus could. And we're just kind of going through how can we get the tools so when we need to hit the restart, we go to the right person. And tonight we're going to be talking about when you feel stuck, God gives you guidance. When you think of stuck, there's only one kind of thing that comes to my mind. This is clip right here. Right? I mean, whether it's an awkward conversation where you're in the store and you're just kind of minding your own business with your AirPods in and you look up and it's someone you really don't want to talk to, but they're right in front of you, so you gotta say something. Like that, like I feel stuck in that moment. Or maybe it's a battle between a friend and you, and you feel stuck, like you're in a constant argument. You feel stuck like you can't get through to that person to listen to your side, or vice versa. You just can't open your ears enough to listen to them. Or maybe you're stuck in traffic, and you really have somewhere to go, and your parents are driving you, and you really can't control which way you go, and you know there's a quicker way. If they would just listen to you, right? You're stuck, or you're physically stuck, and you have to make that face. One time, there's a select few of you that know the story. One time when I was working at Southport Sixth Grade Academy, it was during COVID, and we needed everyone to come back and pick up all their stuff. I was walking to go help out in this area. Okay, let's go stand in this parking lot so everyone can grab their things, so that way they can do learning at home and walking, beautiful day outside, just not really paying attention to things. I'm just walking. Boom, manhole cover. Flips over, my legs go straight into it. I'm stuck. Luckily, teachers were walking up behind me laughing. And my face looked like Heimlich from Bugs Life there. Right? And it's like, man, like where can I go? And we're trying to hurry up and get out of the situation, right? We're trying to do it on our own, and it makes things worse. Like when I was trying to get up myself, ripped my jeans. Just straight down. Wasn't working that day, right? And I luckily didn't get hurt to where I had to fill out forms. And to this day, I guess the principal at Southport Sixth Grade Academy brings it up in trainings of workman's comp. So, I mean, we're living the best life here, but stuck happens to us, whether it be silly or real. Like we feel stuck a lot because we try to do it on our own, right? We try to figure out how to figure out life and how to go through things our way instead of God's way, and we do feel stuck. We should know to run to the Father. And we're going to take a look at Matthew. There's a story in Matthew where these two blind men were stuck. They couldn't see. They were blind, and they were trying to do life in an era where you needed all senses to survive, really. Unless you had family members to take care of you. If you had anything going on, like you needed stuff, right? You needed everything to go well and go your way. And they were following Jesus out of Jericho, and they were yelling at him, oh, Son of David, please help us, please help us. And the crowd was getting anxious. Like, you don't need to cry out. Like, you can't see, you can't do anything on your own. Just stop. Just give up. Just go. And what was really cool And I picture myself as these blind men just needing help, feeling very stuck. And Jesus stopped and called them. What do you want me to do for you? He asked. Lord, they answered, we want our sight. Jesus had compassion on them and touched their eyes. Immediately, they received their sight and followed him. It's Matthew 20, 32 to 34. You keep reading on, but to the story, you can see just Jesus' compassion to those around him. And what's crazy about that is if you put yourself in the blind man's shoes, in your area where you're stuck, are you that confident to just say, hey, help me? Because you know the only person that can help you is Jesus? They stopped and followed Jesus and didn't give up, saying, Jesus, help me. Jesus, I need you to help me. Have you done that, or have you just given up? Showed compassion, and immediately they received what? Their sight. They were unstuck. They ran to Jesus. He gave them guidance, and they were unstuck. Where is it in your life that you're stuck? Where is it that you need a reset or a restart? You spent all week pushing in on what God wanted to do in your life. You spent all week praising Him. But what are you doing when you're not in a building where everyone else is praising? Are you stuck? Is this the only place where you feel unstuck? Is the main campus area the only place you feel unstuck? Are you like the blind men where they're constantly going until Jesus shows them the way with guidance? We continue to read multiple places where Jesus shows up and you need to just give it all to Jesus. We see that over and over again in the Bible and in Psalms. This is huge. It says, I prayed to the Lord and He answered me. He freed me from all my fears. Those who look to Him for help will be radiant with joy. No shadow of shame will darken their faces. In my desperation, I prayed, and the Lord listened. He saved me from all my troubles. Not some, not that one problem. No, all of them. No matter what comes to you, He will save you from it. So what is stopping us from going straight to Him every time we feel stuck? Pride. It's not cool. It's not cool to stop your day right by your... I found out the other day that you guys really don't have lockers in high school at Center Grove, which is wild to me. You have to pay for them. Whoa. All right. Slow down there. But what's stopping you from going with your backpack and just pausing? You're having a tough day. And you go step into the hallway and you just start praying. You're asking God to help you through that day. What is stopping you? You can do it in this building. You can do it over there. What's the difference? God's everywhere. He's not just at a church. He's with you. And we read on in Psalm 34, 7 through 8, says this. For the angel of the Lord is a guard. He surrounds and defends all who fear Him. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, the joys of those who take refuge in them. Are you taking refuge? Are you sitting in God's hands? Because when you feel stuck, God gives you guidance. There's going to be times every single day that you feel stuck. You feel like you need to make a decision and it's going to change your outcome of your entire day or change your outcome of your week. and you're going to sit there, are you going to be thinking first of how am I going to do this, or how would Jesus handle this? How would God do this? What do I need to do right here, God? When you need guidance in something, even if it's, hey, do I do my homework now or do I wait till later? We all know you should probably do it now. But yourself is like, oh, I can hold it off. I can push it back. I can go hang out with my friends at Chick-fil-A after school instead of going straight home, get my stuff done, and then go and hanging out. Or I can hop on the games and I'll do it later. Doesn't work out, right? But like guidance from God is like, hey, what should I do in this moment? He'd probably tell you to do your freaking homework, right? I mean, let's be honest here. He's going to say, go, you can hang out with your friends later. And what's important about this, when you need guidance, when you feel stuck, well, we're like, well, how do we do it? Well, it's simple. Talk to God. Talk to Him. Have a conversation with Him. Study the Word. So when you study the books in the Bible, and you know exactly how He's going to tell you to do things, it's easy to talk to Him and say, hey, I read this, or you said this in this section. How do I put that in play right now? He will show you, enlighten you, and give you a road to walk on. Study the Word when you feel stuck so you can get your guidance from Him. Talk to Him like He is a friend at a lunch table when you're just gossiping about whoever. Talk with Him. And we're going to do it tonight. We're going to sit in a moment of prayer and worship, wherever you may feel. Like the worship team's going to come up and they're going to sing a couple more songs, but I feel like we're all stuck. And Reset was the start of being unstuck. We just need a little bit more. And there's postcards on that table. There's going to be postcards on this table. And I want you to come to them. I want you to grab a note card. I want you to grab a pen and write on here whatever you need unstuck from. Whatever your prayer request is. Whatever it is. If it's a prayer request that is simple, you think it's simple, but it's not because it's big for you, write it down.